All right, here's a question for you. Would you voluntarily give away 50,000 to the IRS? Of course not. But guess what? That's exactly what you could be doing when you withdraw from your 401k without a plan. So the truth is, the IRS has a very, very sneaky way of making sure they get their cut when you finally cash out your 401k. And it's not just income tax. Early withdrawal penalties, state taxes, and poorly timed withdrawals can strip away thousands of dollars before you even see a single cent. But what if I told you there are legal loopholes that can let you keep most or even all of that money in your pocket? So today, I'm going to break down the insider strategies that the wealthy and financial savvy use to avoid getting hammered by taxes on their 401k withdrawals. We're talking about little known tricks like the rule of 55, Roth conversions, and qualified charitable distributions. All of those that can keep you from handing over your hard earned money to Uncle Sam. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you know exactly how to legally protect your retirement money from the IRS. Now, this isn't shady, it isn't risky, it's using smart financial strategy. But just before we take a deep dive, it's imperative you hit that like button and subscribe so that you get notified the minute we produce another game-changing video that affects your finances. I promise you'll appreciate it. Now buckle up and let's plunge straight in. First, let's talk about why most people are overpaying taxes on their 401k withdrawals. Because if you don't understand the problem, well, you can't fix it. So let's start with a traditional 401k. Now, when you contribute to a traditional 401k, it's with pre tax dollars, which reduces your taxable income now. But when you withdraw, both your original contributions and the investment gains, well, they're both taxed as income. Now let's consider a Roth 401k. So contributions to a Roth 401k are made with after tax dollars. So you don't get a tax break up front, but qualified withdrawals, including gains, well, those become completely tax free. So if you've been contributing to a traditional 401k for years, well, you could face a nasty surprise when you start withdrawing, getting bumped into a higher tax bracket and owing thousands more than you actually expected. But here's where things get interesting. Let's start with one of the most underrated tricks, and that's called the rule of 55. Now, if you leave your job in the year that you turn 55 or older, you can withdraw from your 401k without that 10% early withdrawal penalties. Now, you'll still owe income tax, but saving that 10% penalty, well, could mean thousands in your pocket. And here's the sneaky part. You don't even need to be retired. If you quit, get laid off, or even switch jobs, well, the good news is this still applies. Most people don't even know this exists, but now you do. Next up, one of the smartest long-term plays out there, Roth conversion. You can roll over money from a traditional 401k to a Roth IRA. Yes, you'll pay taxes on the converted amount now, but after that, your withdrawals and the gains will all be tax free. So, the best way to do this is to convert in a year when your income is low, so you pay less tax up front. Once it's in a Roth IRA, it grows tax free forever. And the best part? Roth IRAs don't have required minimum distributions, or as you may know them, RMDs. So you can let that money grow as long as you want. And by the way, this is how the wealthy build generational wealth, and now you can do it too. But what if you need to withdraw money now before you turn 55 and you still don't want to pay a single cent in taxes? Well, there's a little known trick that lets you take out a huge chunk of your 401k without paying a dime in taxes, and it's completely legal. Stick around and I'll explain it to you in just a minute. So this one's for the givers out there. If you're over 70 and a half, you can donate up to 100,000 a year directly from your IRA to a qualified charity. Now that withdrawal won't count as taxable income, and it counts towards your required minimum distribution, the RMD. So you're cutting your tax bill and you're helping a cause that you care very deeply about. And that, my friends, is a win-win. So this next trick is all about smart timing. Let's say you're single and you withdraw 30,000 from your 401k. You might stay in the 12% tax bracket. But if you withdraw 50,000, you might jump into the 22% bracket. So what's the fix? Take smaller withdrawals over multiple years to stay in a lower bracket. Now, if you're close to a tax threshold, hold off until the next calendar year. This, my friends, is easy money if you plan it right. All right, so this next trick, well, it's sneaky. If you withdraw funds from your 401k, the IRS gives you 60 days to put it back into another qualified retirement account. If you do this correctly, no taxes, no penalties. But if you miss that 60-day window by even 1 day, it's counted as taxable income. So if you are going to use this strategy, set a reminder on your phone. Okay, now remember that secret that I mentioned earlier? Well, here it comes. If you convert your 401k to an IRA, you can use the QCD loophole before you hit 70 and a half, if you set it up right with a financial advisor. Now, this isn't a shady loophole. It's just a strategy that most people overlook because, well, they don't know how the system works. So there you have it. 5 powerful legal ways to waive or reduce taxes on your 401k withdrawals. Now you've got the strategies most people don't know about, and you can start using them right now to keep more of your money. And by the way, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more strategies that will help you protect your financial future. And hey, drop a comment below. Which strategy are you thinking about trying, or do you have a strategy that worked for you? Let me know, and I might cover it in a future video. Put your comments below. So until next time, stay smart, stay strategic, and stop handing your money over to the IRS. Have a great day, guys.